Hello YouTube and friends. Recently I purchased a Bluetti AC 200L that came together with a DC to DC charger 1, and finally it's been warming up and it's warm enough to be able to install this in our 2022 Ram 1500. The cable has to go through the firewall and then be hooked up to the battery. And I'll take you along as much as I can and then show you the final product. And the reason why we're installing it now and not shortly before we go on holidays is that I want to try it out and make sure that everything runs before we go out and find out that it doesn't work. Here we open it up. Our DC to DC charger right here. And that's the DC to DC charger from Bluetti. Box. Okay. Let's see. This second box here. This is all the cabling. Here's some of the mounting hardware. We're particularly interested in this portion here because that will have to go through the firewall to the front of the engine towards the battery. Not sure how well you can see this, but this round piece here, that is the place we're going to go through. I've pulled out the grommet, and if you can look through here, you see the opening into the firewall. And that's what it looks like. Now I just have to pull it through and attach it to the battery. I'll show you right away. Now you can see where it's situated and where it comes out. Right there. Should be able to see it. Yep. There it is. Now that the cables are through the firewall, one of the cables is a little bit below and I can't reach it with my hands because it's very tight. Now that I made myself a little hook, I should be able to grab onto that red wire. It's hard to see here because I don't have depth perception. Come on. There it is. I see it now. Can I hook it? Be able to. Here it is. Got it. There we go. That's what we needed. And the next bit is we're going to be hiding this in behind this plastic wall. Shouldn't be that tough to do. Just bend this out a little bit. Put this in behind. And away we go. Once I have this done, I'll bring it back. Too hard to do with one hand. One thing to note is that this is too thick to be just underneath here. It has to go underneath the carpet, just like there's some other stuff on there. Otherwise you'll never be able to get plastic sill back on. It's just too thick of a cable. Should work. Let's give it a try. There we go. It's all back where it's supposed to be. That worked. Yeah, it's all tight back. And we're going to do the same thing with our back molding here on the rear door and see if we can get it done the same way. See that the molding is off, and these things are the problem. This is too thick to fit in here, so we have to go underneath in behind the carpet. Hopefully I can somehow fish it through in here. Oh yeah, I can go in here, and this is where the DC charger is going to reside. There. It's the only way I was able to solve this problem. Hopefully we can get this all nicely tucked in. There, that should do it. All nicely gone away, and then here we can have our DC to DC charger. Bluetti was nice enough to include an Allen wrench, so we'll use that to tighten up and connect the DC to DC charger, who will live something like right there or right here underneath the seat. Probably like this, because we need some place where we can put the input and output wires. Now we got the input wires connected, negative and positive, black negative, red positive. Now we can connect our output wires. That would be going to our AC 200L Bluetti power station. Now we just have to install the output from the Charger 1, which is, this goes in here, and we have the two MC4 connectors, and we'll get that installed. There, that's installed, pretty much ready to go. Let's go out front and install the cables to the battery. The thing to note is that the fuse, or breaker I should say, is in the off position. On these ones here, that means that it's green. If it's red, it's on, and you'll feel it too. When you click it off, there's no more tension on this. Right now there's tension on it. When it's in the off position, there's no tension. So we're back at the front of the truck and the battery, having to connect our fuse. I think it's called Marine MBR or something, marine grade fuse. So be that as it may, always disconnect the negative first, then the positive. When you reconnect, reverse it and connect the positive first, then the negative. And that's what we're going to do now. There, battery terminals are installed and secured with zip ties. Probably not the prettiest cable management, but it'll do. Maybe I should probably get this away from there a little bit more. Yeah. Actually, the zip tie wasn't another zip tie wasn't needed. I just pulled in here and pulled it along a little bit, so now it doesn't touch this anymore. It can't rub on anything else. So we be good. Let's try it out. Well, here comes the part now where we see if the DC charger is working. Green light in there. There, we got a blinking green light. there is a full green light. I'm gonna go to our Bluetti. Device, all devices, add device. This is for the account, so you can easily monitor it from my device. Yes. Charger, there it is. Okay. Finding successful. You're now able to control your Bluetti device. Blah, start. So we're going to go to charger 1. And it is set to 27 volts. Now I know that our AC200L is going to be able to accept more voltage, but I don't want to get into too many amps. Disconnect the device before adjusting the charge voltage. Yeah, it is disconnected. There's nothing there. I have followed the steps above. Disconnect, select model. Wait, what happened here? No firmware available. Yeah, I'm not going to do that right now. Charging voltage. I followed the above steps. Select model. AC200L. There it is. Yeah, 56 volts. What I'm going to be doing is I'm going to charge not the maximum. I'm going to charge with 40 volts only. Accept. 40. Okay. Next. Okay. And that's it. Wait for setup. It's blinking. So 40 volts should give me about 400 watts or less. We'll find out once I connect my AC200L. And that should keep my alternator in good shape. This install was not too intense. It was actually fairly simple, and from the word get go till the end now, it took me about an hour. We will let you know how it actually does charge the Bluetti AC200L at a later time. There, the 90 seconds are done, and now I can just say done, and we're back to where we started from, and we're good to go.